Hi friends, welcome back to Table Full of Joy. If you're new, I'm so excited you guys decided to join us today. If you've been following along for a while, welcome back. So we are still playing with our sourdough discard. We have another discard recipe. We are having friends over tomorrow. I was planning to do chicken burrito bowls, but I wanted to add some tortillas to it, and I found a fun recipe for flour tortillas using a sourdough discard. So come on to the kitchen and let's make some tortillas. All right, friends. First, we need to take our jewelry off because this requires getting our hands dirty. So we have 3 cups plus 2 tablespoons of just an all-purpose flour in here. We need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then we need 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Salt is very important in tortillas because they literally have no flavor. So we need some flavor in these. All right, so then we also have 3/4 cup of water, and we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of a sourdough starter. So we have our measuring cup. We're gonna pour a 1/2 cup of starter. That looks like that's what we had in here too, so that was perfect. So we're gonna mix these 2 things together. Let's get a whisk real quick. Let's get our starter out. I am really having fun with this sourdough, getting to make all of these fun things with the discard. I had no idea that there were so many things that you could make with a discard. So that has been super exciting. All right, so we're gonna take our hands. Let's just kind of get in here and kind of work our flour together a little bit. All right, we need 2 tablespoons of shortening. So I'm gonna kind of guess this because my shortening, it looks like I used a little bit off the top, so it's not exactly level. All right, so we're gonna take our hands, we're gonna get in and break up our shortening, and we're just gonna mix this around in our flour. We want this to look like fine sand is what the recipe says. So we're just going to use our fingers, kind of mush around in here a little bit, kind of get that flour all mixed in with our shortening. I have 5 people coming for lunch tomorrow, and one of them is a football player. I can't imagine him being satisfied with just a bowl, so I wanted to have some fresh tortillas so that if he chooses, he can make himself a burrito, and that would be a little more filling than just having rice and meat and beans and that kind of stuff. Although he may be okay with that, but I've been wanting to make these anyway. I figured this was a good opportunity to try something new. I have a tortilla press that my husband got me, probably 2 years ago, I think. He found it on Amazon and knew that I'd been wanting to try to make tortillas. I found a recipe for corn tortillas, and I've made those a couple of times and they turn out great. But I've been wanting to try flour tortillas for quite a while. So I was super excited when I saw that we could make these with our discard. And it's a good way to use it, because like I said, ordinarily that would just go to waste. And we are A, trying not to waste anything this year, and B, we are trying to find new things that we can make together. We can make some new things in the kitchen together, which I'm excited about. All right, so this has a nice kind of sand type texture. It feels like our flour and our shortening are all combined. I don't feel any more big pieces. So now comes the fun part. You're supposed to mix in your water and sourdough mix. So we're gonna get that mixed in there. And I'm gonna use my whisk just real quick, just to kind of start combining this. And then we have to get into this with our hands and really get our dough mixed up. So let's get all of this off the whisk now. So as I said, I have found a lot of recipes for things to make with the discard. Yesterday I made some amazing chocolate chip cookies that we brought to Life Group last night that was super, super good. And so I have been really enjoying getting to use my discard for lots of different things. I will link all of the sourdough things together in a playlist. So you will just have to look for the sourdough, I think it's called Sourdough Journey is what the playlist is called. And so everything will be all linked in one together. So then you can just go through that whole playlist and watch and see as we started our journey with our sourdough and doing our daily feedings and pulling out our discard, and then all the things that we've done with our discard, which we started out with crackers because that was the easiest thing to do with discard. And I think I'm probably going to make some more crackers today because who doesn't love crackers? And they make a great little cheese board. I'll probably put out a little cheese board tomorrow for our guests to enjoy while we're just sitting around visiting after church and being able to just have a little bit of a snack while dinner is finishing heating up. But this dough is feeling really good. We want to make sure we get all of our flour mixed into this. This dough is going to rest for 30 minutes. And then when we come back from it resting, then we are going to cut this into 16 balls. We're going to put those on a sheet pan, and we are going to let our tortilla balls rest another 30 minutes before we decide to get into it and start flattening these. We're going to get a cast iron pan heated up, and we're going to fry these tortillas. So that is exciting to me. But I think we're just about there. This feels really, really nice. Feels like really, really nice dough. So I think we're gonna cover this up. We're just gonna let this sit right here in our bowl for 30 minutes, and we'll come back and make some tortilla balls. All right, so our dough, this is looking amazing. This is doing some exciting things in our bowl. I'm ready to make some tortillas. So our next step in making tortillas is we need to pull our dough out of our bowl. This is such a beautiful dough. Guys, look at this. Look how beautiful that is. That is amazing. And what's even more amazing, we made this. So, all right, we are going to cut our dough into 16 equal portions so that we can make 16 tortillas. So we have this on our board. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split it in half this direction first. Let's separate our two pieces. All right, so we have this piece. So now we are going to split this in half. So we want 8 pieces out of each half. That's gonna give us our 16. So we're gonna do 2, 4, and then we're gonna get 4 out of this one. So we're gonna do 2, there's 4, there's our 8, and then we're gonna do the same thing with this piece right here. We are gonna split this one in half, and then we're gonna split this into 4ths. So we're gonna go 2, there's 2 there, there's our 4, and now we need 4 more, and that gives us our total of 16 balls. All right, so we have these all cut. We are gonna roll these into nice pretty balls. We're just gonna let these sit. These need to rest again. So they're gonna sit on our parchment paper right here on our counter. We're just gonna let these sit here for another 30 minutes. They need to set, relax, let the glutens kind of settled down after being touched and messed with again. So we're just gonna let these all sit here and hang out and relax. And I think we are going to make another recipe. We're trying to be as efficient as we possibly can in the kitchen today because we have a lot of things we need to get done. And so we don't have a lot of time to do it. So we are trying to be as efficient as we can in the kitchen. So while we are making one thing, we are starting another while something is resting and just kind of hanging out. So as I said before, these are a part of a, why is it when you start to do something your nose itches? Have you noticed that? It's so annoying. We want to use up as many of our discards as we possibly can. And this video is a part of a, once again, part of a sourdough playlist that we're doing. And today we are doing a lot of things, trying to use up our sourdough discard that we had stashed in our refrigerator. So we just did a live a couple minutes ago where we pulled a discard out of our sourdough start back there. We're gonna take this discard and we're gonna make some crackers for tomorrow for a cheese board. While these actually hang out, they need to set for half an hour. That's about how long it's gonna take me to make these crackers. So we are just constantly moving forward today. When one thing is hanging out, it's baking or it's resting or it's doing something else, we're moving on to another recipe, trying to get something else done so that we can get as much done as we possibly can today, prepared for lunch tomorrow, so that tomorrow we can enjoy our guests and we're not gonna be stuck in the kitchen doing everything. So we're gonna let these hang out and rest for 30 minutes and we'll come back and we'll press these out with our tortilla. Another one. Let's get our parchment paper down. And to keep these round, we want to keep turning our parchment. Keep spinning it around as we roll. We're going to get these all rolled out to a good thickness. Just like that. And then we will get these all cooked. We're going to get them rolled out at one time so they're all done. And then we are going to cook them all at once. All right, so we have our last tortilla to roll out. Super excited about these. These are gonna be super good tomorrow with our burrito bowls. If anybody wants to have a tortilla to put their toppings in, they can make a burrito, they can make a taco. So this is our last one. We have 16 beautiful flour tortillas ready to go. I got a pair of tongs. So let's take a couple minutes for it to get hot. Beautiful flour tortillas. And these are gonna be super good with our burrito bar tomorrow, or burrito bowls, for anybody that would like a tortilla. I'm sad that our tortilla press didn't work. I was hoping that we were going to be able to use that for these, but they just didn't get flat enough. All right, our pan feels like it's hot. We're going to plop one in there. That's what we want to hear, is that sizzle. You hear that sizzle? That means good things are happening in your skillet. We're just gonna kind of keep flipping them around so they don't get too done on one side, because we want to have just nice, beautiful brown color, but not too done. I apologize for the noise, but it's smoking just a little bit because there's nothing, in the pan. There's no oil or anything in there. So it is causing it to smoke up just a little bit. Turn our heat down just a little bit. But as you can see, they're getting beautiful color on both sides. We just want to make sure they get fully cooked all the way through. That's one of the big things. there's our first one. So we're gonna just let these set aside. We're gonna add another one to our pan, and we're just gonna keep cooking tortillas until they're all done. All right, friends, our last flour tortilla is in our pan. We have an entire parchment paper filled with fresh flour tortillas. We will heat them up tomorrow before lunch, but I'm gonna let them sit here and cool. I don't want them to steam because I don't want them to get gummy. So we're just gonna kind of let them sit here for a little bit and cool down at room temperature, and then I will put them in a plastic bag with our parchment paper and just keep them fresh until tomorrow lunch. And then we can put them out and people can eat them if they want to, or they can make a bowl with their rice and beans and all the things. Totally up to them what they want to do. That's the point of having a bar, is for people to just kind of do their own thing with it. So I think these were a success. I'm super excited to have these tomorrow. And these are going to be really good with our chicken burrito bowls tomorrow after church. So we're cooking the last one and it's almost done. But while it's finishing, I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me in my kitchen today as we made another amazing recipe using our sourdough discard. I never imagined in a million years that there was so many things you can make with a sourdough discard. And so I'm super excited that I took the time to do the research. That is something that I'm passionate about, is researching and finding ways to use things and use things up and not waste things. And so I'm super excited that we were able to make some beautiful flour tortillas in our kitchen using our sourdough discard. They're different sizes. I didn't make them all the same size because I want people to be able to decide if they want a small tortilla or they want a big one. Totally up to them. But like I said, this was definitely a success, and I'm super excited to have these tomorrow. I will give you guys a review about these in the comments, or I'll add it to the description of this video so you guys can know how they tasted and whether we like them or not. I'm sure that we will. But last one is just about ready to come out of our pan, and these look amazing. I am so excited to have these tomorrow. I'm thankful that I gave sourdough another shot because I had given up on it. So here is our beautiful flour tortilla. I'm so excited. Thank you guys again so much for joining me in my kitchen, and just your love and support just continues to bless me. And I'm so excited that you guys are following me on this sourdough journey this time around. You can see my little boy running behind me. So anyway, again, thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for your love and support. Thanks for continuing to follow me. And if you are new, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the fun stuff that we have going on in our kitchen, because we have so many more fun things that we're going to do together. Some new recipes we're going to try together, some new things that we're going to try to figure out together. And so I don't want you guys to miss out on any of that. Hit that notification bell so that you guys you'll get notified when I do post a new video or upload a new video. And most importantly, hit that like button. Because when you like this, that really helps my channel out a ton, because that helps other people see it when you like it. So hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these amazing recipes we have coming up. And we are going to let these cool. And I hope you guys all have a great day, and we'll see you in the kitchen again. God bless.